check out today's vlog. Today's vlog is going to be about a product called a TrackR Bravo. And what it is, it's a small tracking device. And the reason I actually got it was not for the physical security of my home, but for the physical security of my family while they're in their car. My idea is that I want to place this in my wife's car, and not because I'm a jealous husband, but because I'm an overprotective one. There's a difference. As I'm sure you've all seen on the news or social media, you've heard about the cases where someone went missing and they were later found in their car, or they went missing and their car also went missing and their car played out to be a vital clue to their disappearance. So I wanted to put a tracker in my wife's car. So I was actually looking for a GSM vehicle tracker when I came across this, and there were several things that immediately appealed to me about this TrackR Bravo. First, it's only 30 bucks. Second, the manufacturer claims the battery in this lasts for a year, which is great. And finally, there's no monthly fee for it. So I got on their website and I started looking up how this thing works. And the first thing I noticed was it works off Bluetooth, which I thought that probably is not going to work very good because, as you know, Bluetooth has to be close to your phone for it to work. But I kept on reading, and what the company does is they do something called Crowd GPS, which conceptually it sounds great. And basically, as I understand it, how it works is that you download their app onto your phone. Obviously, you pair it up with your tracker, and you keep up with your tracker that way. If your tracker goes out of range from your phone, what happens next is anyone else that has the app downloaded on their phone, if their phone sees your tracker, it sends a notice to the server. It updates the server with your tracker's location, and then the server sends you a message and it tells you where your tracker has been found. So it sounds like a great idea. My family and I are getting ready to drive to North Carolina. So I'm going to throw this in my wife's car, and I'm going to see how many times we get a notice from somebody else. And I'm also going to come back to Tampa, and I'm going to test it out here in several crowded places in Tampa. You can go on the company's website, and I'll put the link up below. They show you their coverage. It looks pretty good. So again, we're just going to check this out and see how it turns out. Alright, so just kind of a heads up view of what we got here. For one tracker, this was the package that it came in. It came to my house in about 3 days. It was 30 bucks shipped to my door. So I'm gonna see what all they put in here. Okay, so just a business card, and that's it. And there's the battery in it. So you can change the battery. Is supposed to be, this battery looks very easy to change. So that's it. Alright, so next I will work on pairing it up with my phone. I'm going to go ahead and download the app, and I'll show you that as well.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and download the app. So I'm going to go to the Play Store. Next, I'm going to do a search for TrackR. It's the top app up here. I'm going to click on that. Next, I'm going to click on Install. It shows you the things it wants access to. That's fine. I'll hit Accept. Now it's downloading and installing the app onto my phone. I'm going to go ahead and click Open. When you install the app, it's got this little slideshow that's going to show you. There are 4 slides. I'm going to scroll through these and show you the app. Next, I'll click Next. And done. Okay, from these 3 items, I'm going to select the top one for the Bravo. Now I'm going to go ahead and pair the Bravo to my phone. After you pair it, it gives you a list of categories you can associate your Bravo with. Just go ahead and scroll through those and show you what you get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back up here and select Car. Once you get to this part, You can either skip this or sign up or sign in. I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And now that my phone is paired with the Bravo, it's showing my Bravo on 95 headed to North Carolina. Okay, I'll go ahead and show you some of the options for the app. You get the options by clicking the top right hand icon. That'll slide this out. You can see the car and the wheel. You click on the wheel to get to the settings. Alright, in the first line you can rename the car whatever you want. On the second line it shows you the battery power of the Bravo. The next line, your phone will alert if you want it to if the Bravo is moved away from it. Or on the next line you can have the Bravo alert if your phone is moved away from it. You can adjust how long the alarm is, and you can also input a custom alarm tone for your phone. Next, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like when you're actually tracking the Bravo. If you click on the icon of where the Bravo is, it brings up the two buttons. You click on the Google Map icon, and it will display a map view of where the tracker itself is. Next, if you go back and you click on the left button, it will give you directions in Google Earth on how to actually get to your tracker.
So, apparently April 2nd was a terrible day to travel on. My family and I, we left Tampa about 8:30 this morning, and what should have taken us about 3.5, 4 hours to do to get across the Florida-Georgia line took us about 8. So we've stopped for the night, and I was going to go ahead and do a quick update to the vlog to show you where I'm at, or to talk about where I'm at so far. But real quick, this is Grace. Say hi, Grace.
Hi.
So this is my oldest daughter. So this is part of the reason I'm paranoid about security. So go ahead and get back on the bed. Okay? Come here. And this is Emma. This is my youngest. She's the second reason that I do these vlogs, and I'm paranoid about security. Say hi, Emma.
Hi.
Okay, go get back on the bed. Okay. All right. Oh. You okay? Okay, so a couple things I've already figured out about this TrackR Bravo and the app that attaches along with it. Sitting down to eat at a restaurant, the few times that we've done it today, the phone has done a really good job of staying paired with the TrackR Bravo as it's been hanging in my car, and I'll show you what that looks like right now, how I put it. So with the TrackR Bravo hanging in my wife's car, the phone and the app have done, like I said, they've done a good job. I've been able to get about 50 feet away from it, and they've stayed paired together. So that was one part of what I wanted to find out about this tracker. The next thing I wanted to find out was I wanted to test the crowd GPS. So what my intention was to turn off the Bluetooth on my phone and force the TrackR website or the application to look for other users to tell it where my Bravo was. The problem, I ran into a couple problems with it already though, is that first on the app itself, whenever you go through your settings on your phone and you turn off your Bluetooth, when the app sees that, it pops. There's a little pop-up that shows up that says, "Can I turn on the Bluetooth again?" You can say yes or no. If you answer yes, then it turns the Bluetooth back on. Then I couldn't see if the TrackR app was still looking for my phone without my tracker without my phone. So when I hit no on the pop-up closes and then immediately returns. So you click no again, the pop-up closes, and then it returns again. It keeps doing this, it doesn't stop, and it pretty much renders the app useless. So the workaround that I came up with is just to turn it back on, let it pair up again with my Bravo, and then turn the Bluetooth back off. So far today, from traveling from Tampa to Brunswick, I haven't got any notifications from the server. So I don't know if that's because I'm on the interstate and there's no other cars around me that have the TrackR app. That may be all it is. I'm gonna try to test this again in some more congested areas in the next couple of days. But so far that's where I'm at. Okay, so my family and I have been back from North Carolina for a couple days now, and at this point I still have not gotten any notices from the TrackR server that it has seen my Bravo without being paired to my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and test the Bravo in a couple different other scenarios, but since this vlog has gotten so long, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here, and I'm going to make a second part, and I will update this information with the second part. But before I end the vlog, I want to go ahead and do my veteran shout out for today. So you can see on my board that there's a new sticker, havocjournal.com. It is an online media publication that focuses on veteran affairs. They do some really interesting articles, so go check them out. And check back for the next vlog, and hopefully I'll have some better information for you about this. Thanks.